here to see the kid.
You gotta go through me. Whoo, baby, what? Hold on. Where you at with it, bro? Where you at with it, bro? Hold on. Man, they done brought my guy in. They really done did this. Oh my god, dude. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, we are here, folks. Man, welcome back, everybody. Real Squad. We are here with episode 6 of the book of Boba Fett. From the desert comes a stranger. And to my surprise, this episode outdid last episode, and it is crazy. The internet is gonna be on fire today. Oh man, I am... Jesus Christ. Let me go ahead and get into it, man. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the review slash highlight slash breakdown. We about to get into this. Oh boy. Oh man, this is just very emotional for me, you guys. Very emotional. All right, let's just go ahead and get right into it, man. The episode starts off with we get to see Cobb Vanth again, and he's stopping some pikes from like running spice in his town, and it's a cool little scene because you already get to see like the dialogue is already like A1. You know what I'm saying? He's telling them like, look, I didn't see what was in the box. Y'all over here planning something, but this is my city. You know what I'm saying? This is I think it's most Pelgo. He was like, anything in here, you got to go through me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can just leave or whatever. I didn't see what y'all had going on over here. Just go. And it's a cool scene. Like some of the pike try to put their guns out, and he just pop, 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 pop. Knock him down, only leave one alive. And he's like, all right, well, leave the case now in Blue Crate, and you can go ahead and go. I'll let you live. And he was like, man, this crate is worth more than your whole town. He was like, I guess I'm about to be super rich then. Or about to retire or something like that. Something cool. The pike guy ends up driving off. Cobb Vanth opens up the little case, and it's spice. You know what I'm saying? This has been like the background, in the background, Pike's running the spice and kind of messing up Tatooine with it. And he kicks the little spice over. You know, nice little cool intro. You get your little something a little smooth, not too crazy, right? Wrong. We immediately go to Mando in his N1 starship, and he's flying towards this green planet. And we know from last episode, he said he had to go visit a friend. So I'm already super juiced, right? And so he's flying over this planet, super green, really nice. Then he gets a ping, like a little satellite ping. Oh, my bad, Grogu. Come on, bro. Chill, bro. I'm going to have to lay you down for a second, dog. Man, I don't want you falling over, dog. I want Mando coming looking for me. But, yeah, so he gets a ping, and it's R2-D2 giving him a signal to land. Oh my God. So happy to see R2, man. And so Mando land. He's like, hey, what's up, old friend? I'm here to see Skywalker. And Grogu starts to lead him through the forest or whatever. And not Grogu, R2-D2 starts to lead him through the forest. See, it's too much. R2-D2 starts to lead Mando through the forest, like leading him somewhere. And he's looking around, and you see these spider-looking droids, and they're picking up rocks. And when they get to their destination, all these spider droids are building like this dome temple-looking thing. And I'm like, oh my God, is this Luke's Jedi temple school like right now? Like, oh God. And so he's like, where is everybody? Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought I told you to bring me to Skywalker. And hella funny, R2 shuts down or whatever. He's like, hey, wake up. Is anybody like alive here? And it's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? He just leads them to the temple. Then we get our first shot of my man and Luke training under a tree in the forest. It is crazy beautiful, man. I think the guy's name is Shamuk. He's a YouTuber. He was hired last year. He's a deep fake YouTuber, and he redid Luke's face from season 2 of Mando, and I guess Lucasfilm, Disney was super impressed, and they hired him, and so we get to see his work now on the new Luke, bruh. I can't tell. You know what I'm saying? It's the deep fake is so good. It's crazy to look at, and like I'm expecting myself to like I'm just so in awe. You know what I'm saying? It's like a jaw dropping moment. And him and Grogu are sitting across from each other, and it's a cool little scene. It's the frog that Grogu ate when he was with Mando. He sees one, he starts to levitate it or whatever to try to eat it, and he's like distracted or whatever, and he drops it because Luke like calls his name like Grogu, come on, like, and Grogu drops it or whatever and kind of loses focus, and Luke does something super cool or whatever. He is like basically, so he reaches his hand to the side and starts to rise his hand, and hella frogs start to rise up, and Grogu was like, damn. And like he tries to reach for it himself, and Luke just like drops it. He was like basically saying like, look, man, if you focus and train, you can do this too. Like that was just really simple. And like that whole little just quick little moment right there was just, that was everything. You know what I'm saying? Luke starts to talk to Grogu about Yoda. This is crazy. And I love this little scene too because as he's walking with Yoda, I mean with Grogu, he's using the Force to like to scoot him along. So like as he's walking, Luke is like jumping Grogu alongside of him with the Force, and it's like it's cute and it's like super. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to see that because he's so small, right? And he's telling him like, yeah, you remind me of someone from a long time ago. Do you pretty much asking him, does he remember where he came from? And Grogu was kind of like, not really. And this is cool. Luke was like, do you want to remember? And Grogu was like, pretty much, yeah. And Luke reaches down, touches his head, and we get like a fourth vision of the past. And we see Order 66. It's like 3 different Jedis protecting Grogu from the stormtroopers, and it's crazy. They show the 3 Jedis die, and it almost seems like Grogu is being carried by somebody, or like is being like carried away, yeah, by somebody, but you don't get to see who it is. And like one of the biggest questions and mysteries is what happened to Grogu after Order 66, because he survived, right? But and then he ends up with these guys that Mando has to steal him from. You know what I'm saying? So what happened in between that time? And I think that's what Luke is trying to figure out. In the meantime, it jumps back to Mando, and he's chilling in front of the temple, and he hears something, and he shoots up, and it's Ahsoka. Mind blown again. Ahsoka is there on the planet as well, you know, chilling with Luke and Grogu. And this is one of the more like slower, like touchier scenes. Mando is there obviously to see Grogu and give him the gift or whatever from the Forge Master from last episode, and he's talking to Ahsoka like, I thought you didn't want to have nothing to do with training Grogu. She was like, I didn't. She was like, so what you doing here? She was like, oh well, Master Luke can do it or whatever. And it was just hearing Master Luke was just cold. You know what I'm saying? Well, they obviously Ahsoka and Luke already met, so I guess we might see them meet in her show. So we didn't get to actually see them meet for the first time in here, but they know each other. And so she's explaining to him the ways of the Jedi, and then Djarin is also explaining to her like, well, he's a foundling too, you know what I'm saying? And Ahsoka was like, well, maybe he's not a foundling anymore, maybe he's a Padawan now or whatever. And Mando was like, well, either way, I want to see him. And Ahsoka was like, do you want to see him for you? Like, is this for Grogu or just for you? Like, and this was a cool moment. She was like, if you really do care, don't make this difficult on him. You know what I'm saying? Don't go see him. Just give me the gift and I'll take it to him for you. And that was real cool. You know what I'm saying? Mando pretty much swallowing his pride and like, damn, all right. You know what I'm saying? Well, this was the one thing holding me back. I get to see him with Luke training, and he does seem okay. So I think that arc for Mando might be cool for right now, as far as him like being disconnected and not being able to use the Darksaber because he's not fully there. You know what I'm saying? He's not fully focused. So Mando flies off, and this is cool because, you know, Grogu is strong in the Force. So like as he's flying off, Grogu's like in the middle of his training. He like looks to the sides like, oh, and like reaches for the ship. Like he notices that was Din, and that was just real special too. And then we get another cool little training moment. So it's like a couple of training montages with Luke and Grogu, and it's crazy, man. This is crazy. And Grogu is not just off top good at everything. He has to try. In this training, he has to jump. Luke wants him to like use the Force to jump around. You know what I'm saying? Jump around. But yeah, and so he's trying or whatever. He's getting okay at it, and then they go to a few other things where like he's trying to balance, working on his balance and stuff like that, and his focus. That was cool too. Like you see, Grogu is not like the best. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, he is definitely trying to get good at this. What happened? Okay, yeah. So after that, we have pretty much Ahsoka walks up in the middle of the training, and Luke was like, "The Mandalorian was here, right?" She was like, "Yeah." He came to give Grogu this, and she gives Luke the gift from the Forge Master, and Luke takes it, and as he's looking at Grogu, is like, pretty much I don't know who's teaching who at sometimes. Sometimes it's like I'm just teaching him how to remember that he knows how to do this. And Ahsoka said something like, "Oh, sometimes the student is the teacher," or whatever. And it was a cool little line where Ahsoka says like, you're so much like your father. And I'm like, damn, man. So like she knows that Anakin has been redeemed, which is like one of the biggest things that everybody wanted her to know. And she ends up leaving, and this is interesting because Luke was like, "Will I ever see you again?" And she was like, "Maybe." You know what I'm saying? So like there's like equal ground there. Like even though she might be a little bit more superior as far as like time and wisdom, Luke is probably up there with the power and stuff like that. So they kind of look at each other as equals or whatever. So Ahsoka leaves. Mando leaves the planet, and Mando ends up returning to Tatooine and meeting up with Fennec Shan and Boba Fett, and you get to see the Vespa gang. You see Black Chrysanthemum again, and it's okay. You see Boba Fett, he doesn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? Fennec Shan is explaining to everybody like, look, this is Din Djarin. Him and Chrysanthemum are the muscle. You know what I'm saying? We are now ready to start enforcing some stuff, but we still are kind of running low. We need foot soldiers, and this is when Mando is like, I think I can help out with that. And he goes sees Cobb Vanth. And this is cool, man. He, like I said, we saw Cobb in the beginning, he like kicking the pikes out of his town. So Cobb already knows about the pikes and what's going on with the spice. And so Mando visits him. They give a little talk. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like he's gonna help immediately, but as soon as Mando flies off, Cobb Vanth is like, "Look, get the town together. We gotta have a meeting. Get all the strongest women and men. We gotta go fight, basically." And as soon as he says that, you have a silhouette in the background. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You see like the little cowboy hat, and it's walking towards the town slowly. And you hear like the little, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, is this? Bruh, they brought in Cad Bane. Oh my God. For those who don't know, Cad Bane is another ruthless, crazy bounty hunter who was like pretty much Boba Fett's rival. Like the Vegeta to his Goku. And so, like, I'm juiced. You know what I'm saying? I'm juiced again. I'm like, oh, shit. And he looks really good. I know there's a couple of complaints out there about maybe wanting his face to be a little longer and skinnier. But, man, Cad Bane looks amazing. And they have the original voice actor from the series Clone Wars voicing Cad Bane. So this is even more cooler. So it sounds just like him. And he walks up and was like, Boba Fett is a ruthless killer who used to work for the Empire. You feel me? I'll double what he's paying as long as you stand down and let the pikes run their spice. You know what I'm saying? And it just sounded so cool how he said it though. And my nigga Cobb is like, all right, tell everybody to go inside. Like, and he ends up saying like, you know what? Nah. I'm pretty much sticking with Boba. And you get this crazy little standoff scene, you know what I'm saying? Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth staring each other down. Cobb Vanth's deputy comes out of one of the cantinas and just pretty much cats off in the situation. And Cad Bane pulls the gun out, bow, blasts Cab Vanth in the arm or shoulder, and destroys the deputy, like shoots him like 5 times. He's like, look, as long as y'all sit down and let us run this spice, ain't nobody gonna be touched. And just walks off. Oh my God. So we finally have live action Cad Bane. We're about to have Cad Bane versus Boba. And from Legends, Cad Bane was the one that put the dent in Boba's helmet. And I know it was supposed to be animated or whatever, but they never ended up putting it to the screen or whatever. So we never got to see it live action. But that's apparently where the dent came from. And man, bro, seeing Cad Bane and how vicious he is, like, this is crazy. Like, it's almost like we're watching 2 different shows right now. From episode 5 to 6 on out, it's like something completely different. So we get the showdown with Cobb Vanth and Cad Bane. So let us know, like, hey, like, these guys, they got muscle, you know what I'm saying? The Pikes is coming. We go back to not Tatooine, but I don't know what planet Luke and Grogu was on, but we go back there, and this is where it gets kind of like sad, you know what I'm saying? So Luke has Grogu in the room, and he sits him down, and he's like, look, the Mandalorian came to see you, and he brought you this, and it's chainmail that goes over your body like the Knights used to wear, but it's Beskar, so it's almost like the Lord of the Ring one that Frodo had, where it can never be penetrated. I think his was made out of dragon scales. But yeah, it's super clean. And he's like, you take this, or, bruh, he pulls out Yoda's lightsaber and sets it down. And gives him the option. If you take the lightsaber, you will be trained by me to become one of the greatest Jedis ever. Or if you take the chainmail, you'll get to, you know what I'm saying, live your life with the Mandalorian. And this is super sad, bro. I was so mad. I'm like, why you can't have both? And so, like, the end of the episode is a cliffhanger with Luke asking Grogu, what do you choose? Man, so it was just too much, dude. Like, that was just so much all in one episode. The deep fake Luke, Grogu, Ahsoka, and Luke meeting for the first time. It was so beautiful. This is probably the best Star Wars I've ever seen since, like, before The Force Awakens, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like the type of feeling I was expecting to get from those 3 movies. And it's almost sad that we know it's leading up to those 3 movies. But in the meantime, in between time, Dave Filoni, the director of this episode, and Jon Favreau are giving us treats, man. This is crazy. Like, I have to make a predictions video, like, on what do I think is going to happen next. You guys, please leave a comment and let me know how you guys felt about this episode. This quite literally blew me away. I was, man, pretty much holding back tears, dude. This is crazy. I am officially back on board with Boba Fett, even though I said, the first 4 episodes seemed like something completely different, but these last 2 episodes have really brung it home for me. Like, this is so crazy. Please like, comment, man. Make sure you hit that sub button. I'm gonna be back later on with a predictions video, because I'm not gonna get enough talking about this guy and Luke, man. This is just too much, guys. It's too much. But in the meantime, may the Force be with you.